What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Chelsea has matched PSG in the next round of the Champions League, and whoa, what a matchup this is going to be. I know Chelsea fans have been calling for this matchup because of all the rubbish we've heard from rival fans since we won the Club World Cup in the summertime of last year. And we saw how the PSG players reacted at the end of that game and the misbehavior of Luis Enrique at the end, where he went on to choke Joao Pedro after they lost that game. They looked like sore losers on that day. And this is a good matchup for everybody involved. As a neutral, this is a good one. And also for Chelsea, is a chance to legitimize the win that we had against them last year in the Club World Cup. The truth is, PSG hasn't been at their very best this year. They still sit at the top of the Ligue 1, but that's kind of a given. But if you look at the totality of their performances this year, the fact that they needed the playoffs to make it into this round of the fixtures tells you everything you need to know about the PSG that we're seeing this year. It's not the same team that swept all the honors last year. It's not the same team that produced the Ballon d'Or winner. And Dembele himself has struggled with injuries all year. And then it's also not the same team that was seemingly indomitable and beat everybody pretty convincingly last year. I know the conversation will be around the fact that they had a pretty slow start in the Champions League last season as well, and I think they need the playoffs as well to make the qualifiers. The this round of games, but I think something's different this year. They've lost Donnarumma, who I consider to be one of the best shot stoppers in all of football, and now he plays for Man City, and Man City now have a chance to compete for the Premier League in the Premier League as well, right? Because of their ability to have a shot stopper. Respect to Ederson and his ability to pass the ball and, create assists. I've never seen anyone do that consistently like he did for Man City. But this year, as we can see, for you to win, you need a shot stopper. Somebody that can save you when you're playing your terrible football, when you're not doing the best football that you can produce. And enter Donnarumma. And now that they've lost Donnarumma this year, they haven't looked the same. They've conceded more goals that they normally wouldn't concede. And overall, they look a bit more vulnerable. So, in my assessment, I would say that favors Chelsea Football Club going into this matchup. The only downside to Chelsea at this moment is that we currently are in a bit of a terrible run of games where we've drawn games against newly promoted sides and Burnley and Leeds. And in both games, we've had the lead and relinquished the lead. And it's kind of eaten into the morale of the team, of the fan base, of the new manager. I'm sure he's feeling a bit of the pressure now. He's been mandated to finish in the top four this season. Is that fair to him? I don't know, but it's the expectation that us Chelsea fans want for our club to be in the top four and also do well in Champions League. So, with that being said, am I expecting that we will go into PSG and be scared of them? Hell no. Do I think that we can beat them? I think so. Do I think it's going to be easy? Absolutely not. Am I insane? But this is a team that I think are not at the peak of their powers right now, and they can be got at. They can be gotten at. They can be exposed. So definitely excited for this one. I don't think that if we can get some number of games together, because we have a difficult set of fixtures that are coming up, and now with PSG added to the mix, it's even more challenging. And this could be the make it or break point, make it or break point of our season, where if we're not able to come out triumphant in these games, we could be cooked. This could be another write-off of a season. So these next couple of games are so crucial for the overall outlook of the season. If we're going to be considering this season a success, or are we going to look at this season as another mistake on the part of our board? We already see that we lost so much money in the last couple of years since the new ownership has taken over Clear Lake, and we're kind of running at a deficit right now. So we kind of need to do well. It's no longer an option. We don't have this. We know we're not doing well financially, so we need to be in the Champions League and we need to do well. So I'm expecting Chelsea to do well in these games, but am I confident that we're gonna beat PSG? No. But do I think we can beat them? Absolutely. Do I think PSG is the same team that they were last year? Absolutely not. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you feel about this, Chelsea fans? Do you think that was this the matchup you wanted? Did you want us to go against PSG again? Would you have preferred to see them a bit later in the Champions League rounds? Because perhaps this is probably the toughest matchup we could have gotten in this round of fixtures. But I think you got to beat the best if you're gonna win the Champions League. So if we're somehow able to beat PSG at this junction in the race for the Champions League title, well, that just sets us up for whatever team's gonna come down the pipeline. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section. Really curious to see what everyone thinks. So we'll catch you. I'll be back again with more videos.